30 years ago, Terry Gill was a teacher at Lord Elgin Public School, and she had this vision to feed every single staff and student at that school a traditional Christmas dinner right before the holidays. She partnered with North Park and another organization, and together they pulled it off, and every single person had a turkey dinner right before they went on holidays. North Park, because you caught on to that vision, you have kept it going for 30 years. 30 years of staff and students experiencing such a fun day where they get to eat a turkey dinner and just be at our church. And because of that event, we've also been able to have incredible opportunities to partner with Lord Elgin throughout the entire school year as well. And now, not only are we serving one school, but we are serving 3 of our local schools, the exact same event, which then allows us to partner with them throughout the entire year. So to celebrate this 30-year anniversary, I want you to take a look at this interview with Terry to see how it all began.
Seeing the little kids smile, their laughter, their hugs, they felt safe. And now I look and I think 30 years later,
Hi, my name is Terry Gill, and I was a teacher at Lord Elgin Public School over 30 years ago. I taught at Lord Elgin for 2 years. I used to be a pediatric nurse, and I went into teaching and just truly enjoyed working with children. How this Christmas dinner started at Lord Elgin? I think it started a long time before I even taught at Lord Elgin. I think as a child I realized the importance that people feel included, that you feel loved. I felt that when people invested in children, as myself then as a child, I then wanted to grow up and invest in other people's lives. I think when I was really young, I had the great privilege of being invited home to a Christian home, and they had a Sunday dinner there. And I can remember the joy of being asked to join their family gathering around a table. It was something that my family were not able to do. And I remember feeling like the joy and the acceptance, and more than anything, the love and feeling safe. And that feeling never left. And then when I got into the teaching field, I was so fortunate to go to Lord Elgin School. I saw children that I really could relate to. Children that I realized had so much potential, and we just needed to invest in them. We needed to show them that they were visible, they weren't invisible. I can remember first approaching the staff at Lord Elgin and administration and trying to sell it to them, like, this is a great idea. And I guess in my heart I thought everyone would jump up and say, yeah, this is an awesome idea. That didn't happen. Interesting, the concerns that we had, they resolved because we just tried to find ways to find a good solution and a way to honor God, and also a way to have people look outside the box of the norm. So I think once we were able to work through all the concerns, the logisticsness of it, the second response was, let's go for it. And it was nice to see a lot of the teachers, not all, but a lot of the teachers and administrations chip in and give ideas. Some of the teachers had their classes decorate placemats, which we laminated. A grade 1 class, the lady made centerpieces, and it became exciting, and it became the way I thought the first response would be. Let me go back to our first year. When our first year starting it, Gary had a handful of employees from County Trust that literally met the children. They held the children's hands. They walked them several streets over in that to the church that we were having the dinner at in the basement. And as they were doing that, they noticed these little children didn't have mittens. Some didn't have ski pants. They had holes in their boots. And the empathy that grew from that short walk was really just heart-wrenching. A couple of days later, the employees of Canada Trust sent several large boxes of ski pants, boots, mittens, coats, and they told my husband that they felt so sad and they felt so helpless seeing these little children not be dressed warm in the winter, and yet they didn't complain. One employee said, "They warmed our hearts. Now it's up to us to warm their hands." The tears of joy that I really did have, tears, when I heard about it being 30 years, it made me think back of the children. Think back of how walking into a feast or a banquet, how excited they must feel. It made me just feel that that experience has helped them feel like they matter, that they're being seen. I relate. Like I said, I was one of those children that just longed to have someone see me. It's no longer just a Christmas dinner. It's a relationship. It's a connection. So it does bring tears of joy knowing that so many children over these last 30 years have felt that warm, tingling feeling, I matter.